Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check out these headlines. Barry Silbert's in the news, and so is the IRS on crypto. We got Signum Bank and Cardano. Hello. VChain and Amazon. Ripple partner news that'll blow your mind. And Chris Larsen resigns. Say what? And how about XRP? $24 by 2023 or $213 by 2024? Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on TikTok or YouTube or Twitter or Facebook. Give us a follow for exclusive content in all those places. Bitcoin right now, 23,300 plus. The market cap for crypto is 1.80 billion. 1,080 billion is where we are right now this morning. Bitcoin right now, 23,300 plus, 1,600 plus for Ethereum. And at the number 6 spot with an SEC lawsuit on its back, it's XRP at 37 cents, up 10.24% on the 7-day range of price. Very quickly, ladies and gentlemen, 36 to 38 cents. We'll keep an eye on it. Right now, I want to tell you about Masterworks. Look at this Pierre Solages. I love this. I love contemporary art. I love all kinds of art, but it's already 99% vested, $20 a share for any art, commoditized art, some of the best art in the world. In fact, the best art in the world. 450,000 members, can't be wrong. And I've been using this metric. Look, I know some of you are like, hey, I don't know anything about art. Well, know this. You can compare it to the S&P 500, the S&P versus this and similar works from that artist. And you could do that with every single artist. And even if you don't know anything about art, you could use this metric to say, hey, that's what I'm going to do. Or you could compare it to U.S. housing or U.S. corporate bonds or gold and compare how the artist's work lines up to that. No guarantees with any investment, but I tell you something, there's some remarkable opportunities with Masterworks. Links underneath the video. Look at this from Michael Branch right here. Give him a follow. He's a Hall of Famer. Large movements of Ripple XRP between exchanges and unknown wallets have recently been recorded over the last 24 hours. 224.87 million XRP coins have flowed between cryptocurrency exchanges and unknown wallets and vice versa. How about that? Look, I covered this in the last video. I covered this for quite a few weeks now. You know, the question is, Ripple buys back XRP off the secondary market. They've told us that. And I believe they're redirecting those buybacks into on-demand liquidity. Jed McCaleb's XRP sold out. Ripple hasn't sold XRP to retail exchanges that are non-ODL partners since Q4 2019. Where will the retail exchanges continue to get XRP from? I ask you. Please, someone answer the question for all of us so we can move on to the next thing. Or is this thing a lot bigger than we realize? And speaking of big deals, Barry Silbert says this is a big deal. Leaders of a Senate committee are set to propose legislation that would assign oversight of the two largest cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ether, to the federal agency that regulates milk futures and interest rate swaps, which we know is the CFTC. Well, if you haven't seen the video I put out from this morning, please go watch that video. I'm telling you, Caroline Pham from the CFTC is making serious waves and admitting that there is no clear test or no clear boundaries for what is and is not a security. And she says in that video from this morning, the CFTC regulates systemically important financial market infrastructures. Hello, somebody better go, you know what? Watch that video. That's all I can tell you right there. And Michael Saylor resigned, and that is the name of the thumbnail and the title there. So make sure you watch it. IRS has clarified that receiving cryptocurrency includes digital assets earned through rewards awards, or compensation. The agency also wants to know if taxpayers sent or received crypto assets as gifts. Listen, this is not a very fun topic, but it is a very real topic. And I point you to the link underneath the video for the crypto tax fixer, Clinton Donnelly and Donnelly Tax Law. He is so good at what he does. I now use him for my full service accountant. I tell you, I love what he's doing. There's no question about it. Check out that link as well. European Central Bank report has hailed the potential upside of central bank digital currencies known as CBDCs. It is the holy grail of cross-border payments. And I say to you, remember what James Wallace from Ripple, head of central bank digital currency engagement, told us. The native tokens on the XRP ledger is not XRP. It is, in fact, central bank digital currencies. XRP is just merely the bridge asset that works between them when needed. Sygnum Bank launches Cardano staking service right here, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Charles Hoskinson and everything he's been doing. I tell you, I think that's one of the good people in this space. And there's even more good news for other crypto projects, and it's VChain. And shout out to Sonny from VChain, who's really amazing as well. The VChain Foundation recently revealed a partnership with AWS to support their vCarbon platform. The product will enable companies to obtain information on their carbon footprint to properly manage it and remain compliant with emission targets. Come on in, VChain. I love seeing this stuff. By the way, I hold everything that we just talked about, and that's not financial advice. It's my digital perspectives. And talk about good news. We covered this the other day. It's Colombia's National Land Registry on chain. Using the ledger, baby, the XRP ledger. Come on in. And now that if you think that's good news, look at this from Ratha Kahneman. Level is a payroll app suite powered by Ripple partnered modulars payment architecture. And there's more good news. I tell you, don't watch price, watch fundamental news, because this is what makes a chart move. India's central bank deploying blockchain technology with confirmed RippleNet partners. Come on in. That's not just any bank in India. That's India's central bank deploying blockchain technology with confirmed RippleNet partners. Knee bone connected to the leg bone, everybody. Yeah. Now listen, I want to say, I know the knee-jerk reaction. People say, well, if fundamental news moves the chart, how come the chart hasn't moved, Brad? Well, that's a great question. I think because you're seeing these pipes and plumbing and market infrastructure be connected, not yet fully used, but you will. And when it does, you're not gonna be unsure about what that moment actually is, I believe. Look right here. It looks like Chris Larsen has resigned from being a director at Ripple, but there's more, maybe. Could this be a part of a settlement requirement? Chris, are we going to London? Remember, not long ago, we saw that Chris Larsen was in London, where they were grooming fintech and blockchain companies to come there instead of where they are in the U.S. If we look further, shout out to James Rule for this, by the way, and everyone else who sent it to me. But if you go down to this, it says Ripple Europe Ltd. So I'm not a master at reading these things, but this would appear maybe he's resigned from Ripple Europe Ltd. And could that in fact be a requirement for some kind of settlement that's coming together? I don't know the answer. And are they going to London? I don't know the answer. But these are all great questions, and it doesn't change that fact either. Now, looking at all the Ripple news and everything that we've seen and what's happening, and I even bring you back to a clip that I played, and I'm going to play it for you really quickly. Check this out. Everything that we're seeing, at some point, there has to be a tipping point where we see the real application and use case of not only Ripple software, but XRP, the asset as well. And there is step change, right? A phasing in of what is taking place. And at some point, we are going to experience critical mass and an escape velocity. Don't believe me when I say it, But you might want to believe Naveen Gupta from Ripple when he says it. Listen to this question from June.
This question is, I guess it's June 2022. If we speak again, let's say at the end of the calendar year or the early next year, what will have changed for you?
At the end of the calendar year or early next year, that's not that far away.
The scale would have continued, right? So in terms of things that we talked about, 8x growth, 15 billion, you would see a much bigger number at the end of the year because we are growing very, very fast. You would find a lot more nodes on the network. And what I want to say is normally though the growth on the nodes on the network may be incremental, but their effect is step change because after a while you achieve critical mass or escape velocity, and then it essentially moves together very, very quickly, right? So both are these two things that I'm very excited about. And then when we should be able to talk, I should be able to cite examples and take you through how that journey has been.
That's pretty remarkable. And if that's the case, that we could see that kind of escape velocity or critical mass happen by the end of this year or early next year, as Naveen Gupta said, then why can't we see the potential for something like this from Crypto Bull right here? If we see the pattern play out that we've seen in history on the chart, we could be looking at, he says here, a $24 XRP by December 23 and a $213 XRP by August 2024. But again, if we're going to see that happen, I believe we've got to see it happen according to what Naveen Gupta said, with the expansion of the nodes and this critical mass moment happening, and it really taking place in a way that we see escape velocity. Oh, that's going to do it for me. Not financial advice from me, just my digital perspectives and Naveen Gupta's too. I'll catch all of you on the next one.